Dave in Radcliffe, Kentucky. Hey, Dave, what's up?
Hey, Tom. I think your characterization of the Republican primary is 100% correct. It's wall-to-wall fear and terror porn, as you say. And ironically, I believe Bernie, who, everybody says doesn't really have a good grasp of this, terror threat. Ironically, I think Bernie's the only one that stands a chance of really fixing it, if anybody can, because if you look, Muhammadu Buhari, the president of Nigeria, he just recently, right after the climate talks in Paris, he said they need the countries around the Lake Chad. They need $14 billion to fix the damage from climate change. Okay, and also around about that exact same time, the deadliest terror group in the world, Boko Haram, did a couple of mass suicide bombings and killed, I don't know how many people, probably about 80-some people. That's what the media reported anyways. Right. So there is a definite link. I mean, that's just the most recent one I can think of between climate change and terror. And really the underlying problem is the abject poverty that results from the climate change. When I was in Iraq during the surge, I know everybody loves to talk about the surge, but one thing that gets very little attention that was the most beneficial part of the surge was the money as a weapons system program. People can look it up. There was a
we paid off the warlords basically to stop fighting us.
Yes, well, but unfortunately, what it did is it created a micro economy, right? So basically, to stop fighting us became more and more expensive every single quarter or so. It became more and more costly. But the underlying problem here is poverty due to extreme climate change, and really. Bernie's the only one that's really even suggested that. Everything the Republicans suggest, like a supporter of Ted Cruz said, President Obama doesn't understand how scared we are. Ted Cruz knows about, at least he knows about carpet bombing. Carpet bombing is really just a morale thing. It really is. It gets us in a tit-for-tat revenge, reciprocal revenge cycle with a organized criminal gang, really. Right. I mean, I'm talking about a nation state. I'm talking us being the United States of America. Right. And, those, bombs used in carpet bombing, most of them are $1 million or around there. Yep. And your average terrorist might get, if he's lucky, a bowl of lentil soup each night. I don't know. There are a lot of them. Only the extreme hierarchy. A handful of them are the only ones that make any sort of money.
Well, actually, ISIS is paying $400 a month. They reduced it from $600 a month to $400 a month a couple of weeks ago because President Obama has actually been successful in cutting off a lot of their funds, a lot of their money. But $400 a month in that part of the world, I mean, keep in mind, before we invaded Afghanistan, the average annual income was $600 a year, for head of households. And so ISIS is paying $400 a month, not $400 a year. So, it's like, people are going to fight for ISIS because they're being well paid. I mean, it's just at least many of them. And it's there are so many moving pieces in this, Dave. And if you were in Iraq, I'm sure you have a more intimate knowledge of the situation than I do. But occupying a country, if you don't even speak the language, is a damn tough thing to do, is it not?
Oh, sir, you're right. And to tell you the truth, I think, ironically, right in Obama's first administration, there was an alliance between, I guess you'd call them Orthodox liberals and Orthodox conservatives that really looked at the bottom line and the money that was spent in Iraq and Afghanistan. And what they did is they deprived the neocons of their permanent bases. I mean, liberals and conservatives together deprived neocons of permanent bases in these areas because of the price tag, the money.
There you go. And let's hope it continues. Dave, thanks for the call. To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.